Okay, here we go. Okay, it is Monday night, and Mike is yawning at us.
She started it.
You
Good.
guys, kids,
Tired.
focus. Monday night, November 24th, and we're just gathering. Yeah, this morning just didn't seem to be working, and it was not working because I had grandkids, so it would have been good anyway. Um, but I just kind of like to gather our wits and do a couple of exercises for action. So, do you guys have paper? Do you guys usually take notes? Okay. Raquel just flew away. Okay. So, for you, okay, here she is. So, I'm going to tell you to close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. But just sit for a minute and think about the people that you really want to touch their lives. And we're going to start with people who you've just interacted with and you just really want to help them change. And whoever pops into your mind, if it's one person, write it down. If it's 5 people, write their names down. Just write their names on the who just out in your world that you interact with would you really like to give them the gift of health?
I was thinking about.
And then for, I guess all of us have worked with clients before, so any inactive clients that's really just on your heart that you'd like to connect with in a super way and see if you might be able to spark something within them.
What about?
And I'm just going to add coaches in there. So Paula and Mike, you guys have a couple of coaches. And then one more. To think about. Active clients that haven't been getting the results. They just haven't been excited. They just haven't, they've quit placing full orders on your account. I mean, that's part of our, I talk to Raquel about this all the time. We need to look at that too. Clients who do not place a full order. Now, that you want to really inspire. Clients that they don't send you their weights anymore. Clients that avoid your phone call, but didn't tell you that they're just not there right now.
Get a young.
And again, I don't care if you have one name down or if you have 20. Hopefully you have a few. Just those people who just really that fast came into your world. Love to have you do this each and every day. This is how I started my study, just so you know. This is how I started. Without any of my documents, without any of my, now I did go back and I worked through all of my documents. I'll tell you another great avenue is anybody you've done a health assessment with that's never been on program. You might just make that as a little note. Or can you think of somebody without pulling up that document? Is there anybody you did a health assessment with or a coach explore with that never started on program? So make that little note that that's another avenue of people to just take a minute and see what that stirs in your heart. But always start with those people who come to mind fastest. And again, if you could just do 5 minutes a day, right? You know, if you write down one name, great. If you really want to get into it, okay, start looking at your list of clients. Start looking at your inactive. Start looking at, your list of people you've done health assessments. But If you don't have time to do that, don't do that. Just sit quietly for a few minutes and just think about the different categories. Write their names down. Then, if you want to do something really cool, go to Messenger, because remember, if you're using Messenger, you're stirring your Facebook stuff. That's why I like to use Messenger. Go to your Facebook, go to Messenger, and send them a really, really, really simple message. It works so much better than everything that I did when I started sending stuff off. It's, hey, have you seen this? That's it. In fact, it's with Empower Hour. It was so funny, but I'm like, yeah, that's what I did. That's how I had so many people turn around and say, yeah, I want to do this. Literally, I said, hey, have you seen this? And I sent that 2-minute metabolic video. And again, I don't know how many times I've said this, and I hope you guys understand. That's it. When they come back and say, oh, wow, that was a great video, then you can take another sentence. But don't go, oh, have you seen that? And here's this 2-minute video. And do you want to take my metabolic study? And I have a study coming up. And do you want to take my quiz? And do you have anything that you're looking for? And do you, because you're sucking the life out of them and they will not talk to you. If you say, and guess what? It's so much easier just to go, hey, have you seen this? Send that little video. They're going to watch it. It's really good. It's only 2 minutes long. And then take your hands off of it. Leave them alone. If they come back and say, wow, that was really good, say, what stood out to you? And remember, this can take 3, 4 days, 5 days. You don't have to worry. You have their name written down. You don't have to chase them down because they didn't watch it and make sure that they watched it. Because we're just looking for the people. Raquel, yes, I'm speaking to you. Don't hunt them down and drag them back. You know what? You may inspire them. And guess what? If they're not at a point where that video spoke to them, you just gave them a little gift of a video, and they're not going to go, oh, there's TJ again. There's TJ again. Because all I did was say, hey, have you seen this? Right? I give them a little, and you know what? I just kind of walk away from it. They're still in my heart. I'll pray for them. But I walk away from it. Now, those people that say something, they said something. And it's like, hey, what stood out to you? Would you be interested in looking at my quiz just to kind of get a deeper dive of where you're at? That's it. 1 to 2 sentences. What stood out to you? But the biggest thing is, right now, I would love to have each one of you send one message right now in Messenger. The first name on your list. And do you guys need that metabolic video, or do you have it? Okay, let me go grab it. Oh shoot, really? Okay, never mind, I'll go to it over here. It won't let me when I'm recording, so let me go over here. Whoops. Get there. I've already got it. I must have it someplace else ready to be copied. Okay, I'm gonna send it over to Team Growth. Okay. And then just tell me when you're done. Or you can send another one to the second person while I'm waiting. Just tell me Tell me when you're ready for the next step. I see Amy's in there. Her little bubbles dancing around in there. Can you guys hear my dad's football game too loudly? Sorry. Oh, Amy says no. Yeah, I just didn't feel like sitting out in my camper tonight.
Gary has the rodeo on, so I had myself muted.
The bedroom's quite far
Oh,
from
good.
me.
Not too loud. Oh, somebody just came back, flat back, said no. We'll let it ride.
Yeah. Just, yeah. Or if they said no, I would just say, check it out. Let me know what you think. That's it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. It's 2 minutes long. And all you're doing, you're stirring that pot. Guess what? Since you're talking to them and going back and forth like that, they're going to see more of what you're posting on Facebook.
This is somebody that keeps telling me she's gonna talk to me about plan.
Well, there you go. Again, one of these times when you give her a little gift, she's going to go, okay, tell me more about that.
Yep.
If not, no big deal. And again, at some point, would you like to look at my quiz and just kind of look at where you are? Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next little piece that I wanted to tell you about. What's wrong with Raquel? Unmute and tell me what you're doing. Why is there a problem? You're frustrated.
Unmute.
Okay,
There you
so go here,
Go where?
right here, screen,
go. Wherever that is.
share. Now, you can now see your screen. So go here and how do I send this? I just tried to copy it and it came up as like, oh my good gosh.
Up there by it, there's a little arrow.
Where?
Mine has
This?
an arrow right there that just
No.
right. Mine
Personal-
has an arrow right there. I did it on my
What
phone and it said a share arrow where I could just send it to somebody. Or this share one will
Yeah,
work?
but I don't like to forward like that, Amy. Then it doesn't look like it comes from you.
Oh, okay.
So that's something from their perspective, it looks like a forward.
Yeah, it does.
So let me tell you what I would encourage you to do. So open it up, click on
Which
the
one?
click on the link.
This up here?
Yeah, just anywhere. Click on it. And it's going to take you over to YouTube.
Time to ditch the all or
Let
nothing
it
weight
go
loss.
through that little ad. Doesn't matter. You got to get rid through the ad, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if you do or not, but go ahead and play the ad. You'll be doing
Let's
2
go
seconds.
all in on consistency.
And now skip it.
Demands of the modern
And then
world.
see down in the bottom where it says share,
A little
right
bit.
underneath the video there.
It's there.
You can stop it. See
Yes.
where the arrow says share right there?
Share.
Click on that once.
Okay.
Copy in blue. And now you have the link for that. I don't know what it's going to look like when you paste it in there. But, I mean, you could have done it the other way and copied it with all that stuff, but this should be a shorter one. Now go back
Okay.
over to that messenger chat. And you clicked that, right? You clicked that blue copy
I think,
where it says copy?
yeah.
Okay, so now it's in your cursor.
Okay.
So just go back over to Messenger.
Oh, it's up here.
I'll close that out. Oh yeah, or there you go. Okay, now go to that chat that you want to send it in.
Okay. Whoops. I want to go here and I want to go here. And I want to go,
Just down at the bottom where it says A, just say, hey, have you seen this?
okay, I need to scoot this.
Your bar is
Over.
probably in the way.
There's that. There's close. And now,
And the space, because you need a space. And
I
then
did?
paste. Yep, perfect. Right there. Click send. That's it.
oh, I
New
know what
tool
I'm going to
for
be doing
everybody.
tonight.
There we go. So if it comes up weird and it gives you some weird great big old thing, and it doesn't matter if it does, it's okay. If not, it doesn't. So I like that, guys. Look at them sending you fireworks over there. That's so cool. I need some fireworks. Oh my gosh, my dog down here. Okay, unshare your screen and we're going to talk for a minute.
Oh, yes, unshare. You are screen sharing. Stop.
Stop it. That's awesome. Good job. I love that. So now what's wrong? She's grumpy again. Now it's still in your cursor. So not a big deal. Okay, so shoot. Well, where was I going? Wow, I totally got sidetracked there. I have no idea. So I'll move on. Okay, so that's the action. And when somebody says, hey, but it needs to be, have you heard this word before? Consistent action. Not overwhelmingly an hour-long process, right? Yeah. I need that. I want that. I don't have that. I can't. My dog's on my other arm, so. That's funny. But that's, yeah. That's so funny. So, yeah, Raquel's isn't gonna do it either. No. He's special. Yeah. So consistent action, like it's like the 5 minutes in the life book. Have you given yourself the gift of 5 minutes in the life book? I mean, personally, I wasn't doing it. So 10 years ago, you want to know what I did? I gathered up people and said, guess what? I'm going to be reading for 30 minutes on Tuesday morning every single week. I have 30 minutes a week where I know I'm reading in it if I don't do it another time. Sometimes nobody's there. Most of the time of late, I've got 3 or 4 people doing it. But figure out how you're going to make those little nooks and crannies. And again, if you have that little notebook and all those different avenues to think about, and just maybe put a little post-it at the top of it. Every time you have, say, okay, I'm going to sit down with my notebook because I'm going to do that once a day. Put a name down. Walk away, go do something else. Okay, then make sure at some point that you're sending at least 1, if not 2 or 3. It depends on your action. If you want to go ED, you need to be doing it. You need to be doing more than 1 a day. That's on you. What do you want? Seriously, you're stirring the pot. They're seeing more of the stuff on your Facebook because you're interacting with them, but you have to be posting stuff on Facebook or they're not going to see you're being a healthy person. I am going to tell you guys, being in this study, I am expecting you guys to post. You will see Sunday night when I do my night before call, I do, hey, I give $10 if you guys post and tag me. That doesn't include you guys as coaches, sorry. But I don't want you tagging me. I want you saying, hey, I've joined a group of people who are putting on a study and I'm going to be sharing my results. And just say, hey, I am started and I am so excited about what's going on. You could even make that post with that little metabolic video. This is happening and I am so excited. And you're going to get to see my stats and I'm going to bring people along when I do it the next time. You know, whatever it is, start inspiring. But again, you're creating those messages. You're starting to live every single week about your journey. What are you wanting to accomplish? Stirring the pot. Okay? We're going to be doing this metabolic thing, and it's going to be incredible. But again, living out loud on there. So that's how I started mine. I know what I wanted to say about the quiz. Do all of you have the quiz? I know I kind of avoided the quiz because it's kind of a nightmare to set up. Okay. Oh, Amy, yes, you have a question. He decided that it was too much of a nightmare, so he doesn't have all that extra stuff on there. So you just make it plain and boring like yours. Don't worry about mine.
Okay.
Just ask people
It
to.
goes down to where it says, do you have any of these and other, and then nothing after that.
Right.
Yours has other
Right.
questions. And
Yeah.
I know I had to have sent it to 2 people because they gave me, I got email responses. I'm like,
So you
but
did
then
a
I
job for me,
copied
looked at it.
else and you said it wasn't the right one. So I don't know what I did.
Oh, no, yeah, that's the quiz, and that's with job form. I'm talking the study form for her to do your study.
It has
All that
the
does-
red thing on the top of it. That's the
It's
one you're
the-
talking about. And it's done on Google.
Yeah, the quiz, right now I'm talking about the quiz, that's a job form. What they do is they go in and they mark off some stuff. It's like, yes, I'm thick through the middle, I'm not exercising, my waist is this, my whatever it is. And then they come in with this number and they're like, oh, I'm terribly unhealthy. I had a number 4, which is like about as healthy as you can get. Call me and say, I want to be a part of your study. So don't judge them because they had a 3 or a 4 or a 5. I have 2 people. My January lady is a 4. One of the ladies in the study right now is a 4, which is very low on the metabolic scale. 13, 14, 15 is high. I have some 9s that I would say are actually 13s. So it's all perception up here, how they want to add it on the form, but they're still noticing that they have some work to do. It's like, so tell me more about this. Now mine is set up so that they set up an appointment with me if they want to talk to me, but you can still go to your job form, see who filled it out, and say, hey, I see that you filled out this job form and you got a 9. Would you like to talk about what that looks like? What that means? And we can talk more about that. So that's the job form piece of it. It's just awakening them to what it looks like. Now the study form is over in Google, and the whole top of it is just telling them what they committed to and what I committed to. That's it.
Right.
And then down below they can fill in their name, their address, their everything like that. And then you go back and talk to them and say, do you want to be a part of my study? And then they'll ask you again, so what do I have to do? I'm like, did you just read this? No, sorry, no, just kidding, just kidding.
That's what you do when I say that.
And I just, most of the time I say, okay, read the top of the study form again. I was talking to Paula about this. I don't go and type all of that crap out again. I will send them my form again and say, read the top of it. That shows you what you commit to and what I commit to. That's it. I have gotten very, very professional about this. I'm not chasing messages back and forth. I am not dealing with people who are, oh, but I'd rather only do the 5 and 1 or the 3 and 3-ish or the, no. This study that I'm doing right now, if you want me to send you a scale, you'll order a full order. You're not doing any Whole Foods. This is a full order. You are using 4 fuelings a day. You're using 1 whey protein. You're using the EAAs every day. And get this, I am investing in you. You are committing to me. I want your numbers. Yeah, we're at Christmas time. This is for my numbers so that I can prove what Optavia says is true with my clients. I'm going to use your number. I'm going to be sharing your results. I'm not going to put your names on it. You can put your own name on it if you want to. If you want to post something, great. But I'm just showing it very, very professional, and I'm telling them I'm not dinking around. This is my study. So I'm having them fill that out. I am following up if they're, and I have changed mine. They don't have to go through a 30-minute health assessment. They do have to talk to me for a minute. I want to make sure that they have their commitment if they're an inactive client or a client that's actually active but just hasn't plugged in. I still get on the phone with them, but they don't have to go through that 30-minute call. But I'll tell you what, I set my date, December 1st. Again, I was a little bit scattered. Again, Paula, sorry about repeating some of this stuff. I was a little bit scattered as I was beginning because I really didn't know what it looked like. And I've really built it, and I've really changed it, and I've really nurtured it, and I've just massaged it, and I'm feeling really, really confident with it. But again, at the same time, I'm about 99% for sure that it's going to look 100% different for my January one. But I've already got my January one set. I have one lady that didn't want to do it this time. She's going to be gone the last 2 weeks. She's got an appointment on my calendar to talk to me on December 15th before she leaves to take her exchange student home so that she can start on whatever it is, January 3rd or whatever that Monday is. I put together the groups so you guys see the coach group. You see the client group. In that client group, I would love if you have questions coming from you as a client, go ahead and put them in there. It's okay. Don't talk coach stuff in there. Bring that to the study. It says study coaches. I want that type of stuff, that type of nurturing in the coach thread. But yeah, so I just totally want you guys to be able to see it, see what it looks like. I've done the same thing with you guys just as I did with the clients. I just threw you guys a message. Hey, I'm doing this study. Do you want to do it? You know what? You need to fill out this form. You need to commit. So that's pretty much what I did with them too. I sent out an email to like everybody 5-6 weeks ago. Again, I was telling Paula this, and I didn't get very many responses. So I kind of went through and started writing down names, like I was saying, like you guys are doing. And I started shooting off just a message. Hey, did you want to look at my study? Or, hey, have you seen this yet? And I threw out that video. Or, hey, did you see my email about the metabolic quiz? You're like, no, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? So it worked out really good. And then from my study post, again, nurturing it and working with it a little bit, and I haven't been great with that. I have 3 people, and I think every single one of them, have been health assessments from forever ago. They were just ready when I followed up with them, and I put that on my wall. And it's like, tell me a little bit about that. You know, just stirring, but not chasing them. You know, but oh, you want to see that? Okay. Oh, and here's verbiage. Verbiage to me is so important. Everything is a client, everything is a coach session now. I don't know if you guys saw that when I sent that out. Everything is a coach session. So we have a night before coach session. We have a day 1 coach session. We have a day 2, a day 3, a day 4 coach session. We have a week 1 coaching session Zoom where I bring my mentor on. We have a weekly coaching session. I have weekly group coaching sessions. I have a month 1, I usually do it about 6 weeks, a coaching session, which is an explore your options to tell you about coaching and referring. It's just what we do. Well, it's the same thing with this. That's what I'm going to tell them. It's coaching sessions and being very professional. Where was I going with that too? But just really trying to use the verbiage, come at it. This isn't something that they kind of get to wing it. In fact, I have a lady that I talked to tonight. It was her first call after she committed to this. And I said, you don't get to dawdle through December And I was very blatant with her because she has been dinking around for years and years and years with program. I said, these are my stats. This is very important to me. And she said, oh yeah, I'm all in. Okay. And I was willing to tell her, no, you don't have to. But I think if anything, it just made her more, okay, I see this. I said, you're gonna have to measure that lean and green. You don't like measuring her lean and green. I don't like vegetables. So you're gonna have to figure out how to do that. So shoot, there was something else that I wanted to throw in there really quick. What questions do you guys have? I don't want to keep you all night. I was hoping for just about a half an hour. We're about a half an hour in.
We talked about Cammy on the 4, 2, and 1.
What about it?
She does the 4, 2, and 1 and does on GLP-1 and doing great. So what do I tell her about this study?
No, and you can do that. I have, like I said, it depends. If you want to and you want to have her in there, you can do a study for that
I'm leaning
program.
more towards telling her that it's a little different program, and I think she'll have better results on what she's doing.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, because she's doing so well. She's lost 40 pounds since October 1st. So
Yeah.
doing so well.
Yeah.
That's what I think I'll tell her. And I'll
Now, I would encourage her though, and again, I wouldn't hesitate to say, you know what, I do want to send you a metabolic scale. Recognize if somebody's purchasing a full order, that's like you can give them a $23. That'd be like wellness credits, $23. You know, I'm sorry, I'm shipping those things off. I don't know how many I've purchased. Well, I've got 13, so probably about 13 of them. But I think 1 or 2 people have already had them. But, you know, for me, people are going to see those numbers. And I'm like, okay, so what if you gained 2 pounds of muscle, but you lost 2 pounds of fat? And I've had more people go, when I said that, I said, do you think you're getting healthier? Oh. And do you think when they're watching those numbers, if they lose muscle mass, they're not going to go, now wait a minute, what do I need to be doing? Did you get all your protein in? You know? Are you creating those muscle protein synthesis events 3 times a day? Or on the 4, 2, and 1, 2 times a day? Actually, she could too. She could do, as long as she did her AAAs like first thing in the morning and then had a lean and green midday and a lean and green at night, she'd still have 3 muscle protein synthesis events during the day. So, but again, the technical stuff, you guys are going to learn that more and more. I am doing a night before Zoom, as you saw in that long old message. It had a whole lot of stuff in there. And I'm telling them, I have people who've never done the WinZoom. Guess what? Tonight in the chat of the Monday night thing, I had 2 people. It was like Jody was on there, Cambridge, Idaho. I'm like, hey, Jody. And it was 2 seconds later, Cindy said, hey, TJ, I'm on here too. You know, make sure to be in the chat when you're on those things because people are watching you. And on the WinZooms, if your face is on your closer to the front page, if your face isn't on you, they don't know that you're on there. I scroll because I look for my coaches and I look for my team. You know what, guys? When you guys show up for our team time, there is not, Kevin is the one. He's like, guess what? We've got 3/4 of the coaches on tonight. It's like, yeah, because our team rocks. But you know, that's showing up makes a big difference. And if you can't be on the WinZooms, be in the chat once or twice. You don't have to follow it and look at all, but put your voice out there. Let your clients see that you're there. Again, be professional, be there, and refer to it. They need to hear you referring to it and go, oh, maybe I should have been on that one. Oh, really? They talked about that? And that's great with the WinZooms because you create a little bit of FOMO with them on the WinZooms. They can't rewatch those. You know, get them to find value. So, again, okay, anything else? And when I remember whatever the other thing I was going to tell you guys, I'll throw it in the messenger chat. You guys are awesome. And I really would like to do just kind of a brainstorm with people about what it looks like to do the study. I've really been plugging into this and working really hard, and I think that it's really stirring some great stuff. So, okay. Thank you guys for being here tonight, and great job tonight, you two, on the team time. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.